Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. Today we are in the McIntyre Wild Area of Loyalsock State Forest, exploring Hounds Run, which is a tributary to one of the most scenic swimming holes in all of Pennsylvania, Rock Run. And we'll be looking for some waterfalls along Hounds Run as it tumbles from the top of McIntyre Mountain. There are no blazed trails, but we'll just follow Hounds Run. There is, however, a parking lot at the trailhead next to the bridge that crosses over Hounds Run as it flows into Rock Run. And we'll mark those coordinates on the map at hemlockstateexplorer.com. Like many of the streams that flow down McIntyre Mountain, Hounds Run is full of beautiful cascades. Although there are no blazed trails, there have been some old grades through the ravine up away from the creek that have led us thus far, but they've departed, and as you can see, the ravine has gotten narrower and steeper, and we're seeing some rock formations and beautiful cascades all along. We're getting close to Hounds Run Falls. Here is a small step waterfall, maybe 6 or 8 feet high, on the way to Hounds Run Falls. We made it! Hounds Run Falls. This was a relatively short and easy hike, although there are no blazed trails apart from some grades at the beginning. And we had to cross the stream multiple times, but thankfully they were all dry crossings on account of the abundant boulders in the stream. It was a relatively easy hike and easy to get to. I've seen people take their children here before, so this would be a great place for families as long as you can be careful navigating the rocks. As you can see, a tremendous waterfall with voluminous flow, some interesting features as the first drop tumbles down, slides down like a ladder, and then a landing, and then a more gradual ladder with two drops on the lower portion. I don't know why this isn't a better known waterfall, but I highly recommend it and hope you can get out here. And just to pan around, you can see, let me zoom out a little bit, even the surroundings of the landscape with these boulders and cliffs are just glorious. Traveling up the left-hand side of the waterfall, we can make our way to the upper portion of the falls. No path, but clearly feet have trodden this before. That boulder's a nice touch. Oh, wow. Take that in. Oh, glorious. What a waterfall. I don't know why this doesn't get more press than it does. I bet we can get to the top. Yeah, let's give it a try. For a point of reference, there's that large boulder at the landing of the waterfall in between the upper and lower portions. And you can see there's a footpath, I guess you could call it, all the way on the side of the ravine. It's actually pretty easy going from up here. Glorious. Yeah, let's get to the top. This is easier than I thought it would be. Get some views of the waterfall on our way up. Oh, what a beautiful stream above. Looks like the easy path continues. There's a rocky chute as the water spills over the edge. Oh, what a view of the ravine below. After some rough hiking about 700 feet upstream of Hounds Run Falls, we found this small hidden waterfall. You really couldn't see it unless you were above it or approaching it from the side on account of this rock, and it runs through a rocky ravine and forms a slide as it's running through. But this is a nice find. It really wouldn't be worth the slog up here in itself, but it's a nice surprise nevertheless. We've reached the confluence of two branches of Hounds Run that come together right here. Have not seen any waterfalls. In sections it was very rough hiking up the side of the ravine from mossy boulder to mossy boulder, and then in other sections there are remnants of old grades, which is to be expected in this area on account of the coal mining and the logging. Now it's interesting, as you look around, none of these trees look particularly large. This is the case with most wooded areas in Pennsylvania. This area at one time would have been denuded of trees, as most of Pennsylvania. So it's funny to think that, you know, what we consider forests would have at one time been completely bald. So we would expect to find, especially in areas like this, old grades. Some of them fizzle out pretty quickly. Some are pretty well overgrown, but they sure are a whole lot better than hiking over mossy boulders. And in fact, looking at the topography of each of these branches on the map, it looks like this branch to our left is a little bit steeper. So if you can see it right there behind this hemlock in front of us, there is a grade that the center of the camera is following up. We'll take a hike up that grade and then go over that hillock right there and see what's on the other side. That looks to be our best hope for waterfalls, but haven't seen any yet. We've bushwhacked up the left branch of Hounds Run, and it has been a run of very nice cascades, but no legitimate waterfalls to speak of. And as you can see, the terrain is rounding off as we approach the plateau of the McIntyre Wild Area. You can see the sky through the trees there. A really nice verdant hemlock stand on this mid-November day. But we'll head back the way we came, satisfied that we got to bottom out this branch of Hounds Run, and we'll return to the waterfall below. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out HemlockStateExplorer.com, where you can learn how to get here and find all that you need to know before you go. And until next time, we can't wait to see you on the next adventure.